All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be looking at the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. Now it's the end of the year, and this device is, if I could say any device, I think was a sleeper style device or a device that might have been overlooked by many, and it's probably this one right here. I've had the Galaxy S24 Plus since launch, and I am happy that I picked it up when I did because it turned out to be one of the better devices and definitely made it into my top 5 for the year 2024. And I couldn't pick a device of the year, but there are devices like the Ultra that exist. And I think this device kind of gets overshadowed by the Ultra. A lot of people go for the Ultra, but when you compare apples to apples, you just put them side by side. The Ultra has a couple of things going for it, but after that, it's pretty much this technically, I would say, is the better choice for me. And it might be the better choice for a lot of people. Now, the Ultra weighs more than this device, and you can feel it. The Ultra has just a little bit bigger screen. I'm talking about 6.8 versus 6.7. That's the difference. That's not much at all. That's not a big screen size difference. It just looks like it is because of the boxiness of the S24 Ultra. This is a very large display, and it is just as beautiful. As a matter of fact, these have the same display. One is just a 6.8 and one is a 6.7. This one is much lighter in hand too. So you've got a 6.7 inch dynamic LTPO AMOLED 2x 120 hertz HDR10 plus display at 2600 nits. You have the same display over here. It's just that it's 6.8. That's it. They are the same display technology, the same. And when it comes to performance and everything, you're looking at the same type of performance. I mean, these are running the exact same software, the same processors, everything is the same. It is literally the same. And so again, I often wonder, how a person could overlook this device, because I think Samsung gives all the shine to the Ultra. They want to sell the more expensive device, but you can get this in a 512 and a 1 terabyte as well, just like the Ultra. So the Ultra has that 200 megapixel shooter on the back because it does have the extra lenses back there. But I think talking to a lot of people, they don't even really set their camera to 200 megapixel. People just don't go in here and hit that button and put it to 200 megapixels. People just don't do that. They're right over here at the 12 megapixels, like most people. That is where they will live. And that is why this device is a sleeper device, because while this one has a 200 megapixel main shooter, this one still has a 50 megapixel shooter, and you can go right up here and change it to 50 megapixels. But again, people don't typically do that. They just use their device for what it is, and they just take the photo. That's typically how it is with our consumers. A lot of people don't even know how to switch their phone to 4K video. Seriously, they really don't. I've spoken to a lot of people. So again, sleeper device. You still have a 50 megapixel shooter here, and you've got a camera that can still do 8K at 30 frames per second. The same as this camera. And one advantage that the Ultra might have is the 120 frames per second. But again, consumers are not jumping in and switching these things on or even knowing that they're there. The majority of the consumers that I speak to only got this phone because they feel like the size of the screen was nice. And that's pretty much it. Most of the people I speak to do not ever pull out this S Pen. Even some, I guess, YouTube creators don't use the S Pen. They just don't use it. And that's why I say this is a sleeper device, because you can save a little bit of cash and still get the same experience. They both have DeX. They both have Type-C 3.2. These are the things that a tech head is going to look at. But when you go way deep down, these are the same phones in different bodies. That's it. Now, yeah, you have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery on the Ultra, but this has a 4,900 milliamp hour battery, and this gets better battery life than the Ultra in my experience in every test I've done. It just does. And it costs less. It genuinely just costs less. Now, consumers don't look at benchmarks and things like that, but this benchmark's just a little bit less than the Ultra. So a lot of people can't see that the Ultra is basically right here. This is the Ultra without the S Pen. You've got a beautiful, beautiful display, and I can show you content over video like this. But in the end, you'll never be able to really get the gist of it until you look at it in person. You have to look at these items in real life. But I'm going to fire up a video anyway. Watching content on these displays are absolutely beautiful. There are so many things I like better about the S24 Plus than the Ultra when it comes to holding it in your hand. This is just more comfortable, and this is definitely more doable for a daily device. Some people have often said that it's pretty much the size of an iPhone Pro Max, and they are pretty much spot on. This is about the same size. But then if you bring in something like a Pixel 9 Pro XL, you're going to see that it's roughly the same size. That's why it's in a case. Let me take it off real briefly. And you look at the size here, about the same size. The Pixel's a little bit taller, but you know, I got to tell you folks, this is a sleeper device, hands down. It is just a beautiful, beautiful display. And the sound quality that comes from these speakers is good. I mean, I've tested them multiple times, but I'll crank it up just a little bit so you can hear. I own the car outright. And I just couldn't see myself financing $130,000. But I own the car outright. I've owned it for about 6 months. Speaker quality on here is great. And also, depending on what audio source was used to record, that's how you'll know that you're getting the peak performance out of it. Now, this was a voiceover that I did, so I toned it down a little bit. But when you just go directly in, like I've already used a studio microphone like I'm using right now to record this video with the OnePlus Open, I might add. I hope you guys enjoy the footage and the content coming from the OnePlus Open with a external studio microphone. But yeah, nonetheless, this is a beautiful phone, man. It's a beautiful display. The sound quality is good. And when you talk about software, again, we're getting the same type of quality and performance. Let me go down to display and go down here, and you've got the 120 hertz action turned on. I think you should just leave it on this option right here. You get the best of the best from your device. Why tone it down? Why tone it down? Just go for what you paid for. You paid for a device with a 120 hertz display. Why scale it back? Don't do it. And they tell you, oh, it's going to save battery and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, this is where your settings should be, I say. You paid for this. If you didn't want this, you should have gone with the regular Galaxy S24 or go get the previous generation S23 because it didn't have a quad issue display. But even them bumping this up to a quad issue display, my battery life is still killer. It's great. The whole experience with this is simply just phenomenal. I don't think there's a phone out there from Samsung that can be considered a sleeper more than this one. We all know that the Ultra has the S Pen and the bigger battery and a little bit bigger screen, but is it enough to pay the extra $250 or $300 just to have something that you're really not going to use? Speaking of that S Pen, because that's the reason why this phone costs so much more. It's the S Pen suite. The hardware is different, so you need to build around the S Pen. So you're gonna have to put some more in. You got a few more cameras here, but in the end, they need to fit this S Pen in here. And that's my take on why this phone costs more. And it's also costing more because it's their flagship, top of the line phone, if you want to say it like that. I think this phone right here is really slept on. And I think if more people could get their hands on this one and use it side by side with the Ultra, they would understand the point of this video. It's not to try to sway you away from the Ultra. It's just to remind you that, yeah, the Ultra is hot. The Ultra is fire. It's really good. But the Ultra has an alternative, and it's right here. The Galaxy S24 Plus. This year's iteration of the second tier device from Samsung got all the perks of this higher end device. And so again, it still kind of shocks me how quickly people write off anything other than the Ultra. I mean, granted, I'm with you. The Ultra is fire. I got it. I love it. Great device. But I also have a ton of other devices. You already know I've got a lot of phones on this channel, and I tend to try to keep the current generation of phones. So with that said, I can't tell you enough how much I like this phone and how good it is. And that's why I think it's that sleeper device of 2024 that a lot of you guys might have missed. And now you can get it even at a better price. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to grab yours from Samsung or Best Buy or Amazon. I'll try to remember to put those links in the description. But This is a sleeper, folks. If you like how this feels, you're going to love the flat sides on here, completely flat sides, the brushed aluminum body on here. Yeah, it's not titanium, but still, I just feel like you're really going to like this, man. You're really going to like it. This is a brushed aluminum sides, and this is a titanium frame. But I haven't dropped any of these phones. Well, I retract that. I did drop them. They were in the ultra thin cases. But this phone right here lives in my camo case that I bought for it a while back. My Rinky camo case. And pretty much I think all of my phones are in Rinky cases right now. You know what? I think they all are. Except for this one. I use this beautiful case on this phone, which I always do that like that all the time. I use an ultra thin case on this one because I just really like the ultra thin setups. It just looks really good. But and it's got the magnet in the back for the car and stuff like that. But nonetheless, this is a sleeper device, folks. This is a sleeper device. You see how fast that facial recognition is? It's crazy. This is a sleeper device that a lot of people slept on. So if you're wanting the Ultra at a lower price, I've been saying this since day one. This isn't anything new, but we're coming to the end of the year. And I had to remind you guys that, yeah, a lot of people are going to pick the Ultra for the phone of the year or the Pixel 9 Pro XL as the phone of the year and not the 9 Pro. But I like them all. I have them all. So it's difficult for me to pick. That's why I said I just can't just pick one phone and say it's the phone of the year. But there are some that stand out, and this is one of them. Yeah, this is one of them. The Galaxy S24 Plus is definitely a sleeper. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.